All right. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to Character Select. We are heading to
to the Gant Pole,
which we can do now that we don't have as much terror.
The Gant Pole's great. It shows up on the above world, but...
Thanks for all the fish. What? What achievement is that? Oh my god, that thing is creepy as shit.
Yeah, it's a big-ass heart.
The submarine surfaces in a pocket of air in the middle of a giant stone heart. You are not the only new arrival. A midnight whale lies mortally wounded on a small beach of bone and blubber, boning softly. An elderly woman in ragged red robes is carving its flesh, attended by a few disciples. Her hands move with expert, if incomprehensible precision. Demonstration of haruspicy. Haruspicy? Something like that.
You had it right the first time.
The art of divination through entrails. Not the most pleasant or reliable way of seeing the future, especially with the organs in question still warm and oozing as she plucks them from the great beast. Whatever she is looking for, the focus it demands exhausts her. A sudden sound, rumbling from the tunnels, the ventricles, the sound of a stampede. A cry of "Protect the mistress!" as a flood of naked old men and women wielding primitive bone harpoons charges towards the whale. Old sailors fixated on one goal, feast on the Z-flesh, whether the Haruspex is finished or not. The Haruspex fades a little more. Her time draws nearer. The flesh reveals all.
Yeah.
Defend the fading Haruspex, join the attack, or stay out of it. Fight over whale blubber? Not your business. A rancid round. You stride into the melee. The Haruspex and her disciples are outnumbered, but your contribution to the fray is worth at least 10 of the elderly attackers. Their harpoons barely leave a scratch. Wrenching one from the nearest attacker, you easily hold the geriatric horde back with little but pointed gestures. The Haruspex returns to her work. From the corner of your eye, you see a little of the method behind it. Just a little, but enough to see the traces of a pattern in the grooves of a small ivory slate. The one they fear waits in a pale cavern. The walls are carved with prophecies. She frowns, unsatisfied. The whale moans its last as she finishes up. Her work done, she thanks you with a nod. Has her people allow the old sailors to approach the slowly cooling carcass. Hunt phthalates, behemostaches, beloveds, or triskelegants to bring more beasts to the Gant Pole. You are learning the ways of haruspicy.
Phthalates and triskelegants are terrifying, and just as like phthalates are almost as dangerous as the constant companion.
Jesus.
They deal like slightly less damage, but they also have a ranged attack. They shoot like compressed air at you.
Hard pass.
Triskelegants are creepy, but they're not that bad. They're like triangles.
Okay.
Triangles of teeth.
Oh, no.
Maybe we can see one now that we're at 40.
Hard pass. We'll stay underwater for a while, though.
Yeah, beloveds are that thing we killed.
Yep.
And mustaches are above water.
Oh, okay. It sounds like a behemoth that has a mustache, and that just...
Yep.
That makes me giggle, but as soon as I see it, I'm going to be like, yow!
We don't have candles. We can't go into the Gant Pole.
Compile a port report. The Admiralty is unlikely to take it seriously. That favored hazing method of many of veteran sailors, save for particularly wet behind-the-ears recruits. Ask your captain to deliver this to the Gant Pole. Go to the Gant Pole and find my pocket watch. Tell the crew, tonight we dine at the Gant Pole. A hilarious jape, when not standing in the blasted place and hoping someone will pay for recent news of it.
Yeah, because remember, we're not supposed to have a submarine.
Mm-hmm.
The Gant Pole the name of the Gant Pole shows up above water, but nobody thinks it's a real thing.
That's hilarious.
Oh, and you can release a Blemigan down here.
Mm-hmm.
Fun times.
Interesting. All right, well, I guess we'll continue on then?
To Irem.
What the hell was that?
I didn't see which direction it was in.
Nor did I. Okay, so anybody that's seen our playthrough of Soma with me and Hedra and Malhavoc will well remember that I am not a fan of being underwater.
Yeah.
It's not
The
cool.
Gant pole is... Like, being underwater in this game terrifies me.
It's just...
If not only because of the, like, loss of control of scanning.
Yeah. And the fact that you can't see things coming. That dark is all-encompassing.
Yep.
Whoa, okay, that's just the music. Okay. I was like, is that a thing? I mean, it also doesn't help.
That's moving. No, oh no, that's just a mine.
I don't think we want
You can make monsters run into them and then they explode for like 40 damage.
Gotcha.
Oh,
there's
I think
something
that
there.
might be IRM down there. I don't know if that's moving or not.
Nope. What the hell is that?
It's bubbles.
It's a what? Oh, fills up.
Yep.
Gotcha. Fills up our oxygen. Why are we getting achievement Leviathan?
Why are we getting an achievement Leviathan?
I'm scared. Where are we? We're in Ewan's Way.
Oh, that was Aceball back there.
Yeah, okay.
I would also like to know why we're getting the achievement Leviathan. I know that first one was for fueling up at the bubbles.
Yeah. Jim, fade this out. Thank you. Discover Hideaway.
Discover Hideaway.
We didn't discover Hideaway. Did we?
Well, Is Hideaway in Aceball?
I don't know. Do you want to go back and take a look?
Kinda.
Oh.
Or is that it?
What the hell?
That thing's moving.
Is a giant crab city.
Isn't this the thing from the loading screen?
Is it?
Remember the like crab with the city on its back?
I guess.
It might be.
It's definitely a crab that has a city on its back.
I've never seen this one either. I'm not sure if it's one of the main cities. Oh yeah, and going to a place refills your entire oxygen bar.
Yeah. On the back of a gigantic beast live exiles from every corner of the Meath. Here gather the traitors, heretics, artists, fools, and the too honest. Despite possessing a range of radically different ideologies, these outcasts live together peacefully. Explore the city, record the habits of those that dwell within. Okay. Most Hideaway dwellers toil to strengthen their city against the Z's crushing weight. Those that don't instead prepare for that night's festival, and all without a word spoken aloud. If they need to communicate, the people of Hideaway rely on a strict system of acutely formal gestures. Interesting. Sprightly visionary, buy a memento from the slow blinking vendor. She touches her lips and tilts her head back. Her fingers travel down her throat to her belly, which she pats. That'll be the trade. Goods for food.
Oh no, never mind.
I mean, we've got the food.
Why not?
Yeah. You gain a memory of distant shores. She passes you a dried blade of kelp. A musical score is written on it. You hum the tune. Isn't it the melody those mushroom hawkers would whistle? Yes, the one banned by the Ministry of Public Decency after most of the hawkers were arrested in Port Carnelian for attempting to restore the fungal forest through political bloodshed. How curious. Interesting. Though you do not reside in Hideaway, the people of the city will allow you to participate in their festivals. If you aid in the preparation for them, they'll even be grateful to have extra help. You have a live specimen.
Oh, a live specimen. Ooh.
Interesting. That's worth 500 if you can find somebody who wants it. The woman coos at the tiny creature. Interesting. Nope. Though everyone in Hideaway has a night to celebrate a festival of their own making, most dedicate their efforts to one of three grand events. Throughout the night, people will dance. There will be no music nor any obligation to conform to a particular style. There is a dweller too ancient, too mad to help maintain Hideaway. Instead, the suggester serves a ceremonial role. During the festival, they bark out a phrase, which everyone then interprets through art. Invariably, the topics are variations on handsome Temtum's generosity or Hideaway's superb lifestyles. Or, the rain bowing, the revelers will indulge in a colorful feast featuring the finest food Hideaway can manage to find in the abyssal depths.
I like the sound of that.
Okay. You are now participating in the rainbowing. Banquet tables are laid throughout the festival square. The smell would have a lesser Zaylor heave out their innards, and all of the lurid dye in the world does not disguise how unappetizing the meat is. Nevertheless, some diners rush eagerly to their seats. Participate in the ceremony of 7 sips. A chalice of an inky blue liquid is set before you. To your left, the sallow philosopher has a green drink. To your right, the conscientious mercenary is sipping something indigo. Okay. You fill your mouth with the foul-dyed water. Your fellow diners spit it out in a spray. You follow suit. When the rainbow clears, the tables, not to mention you and your fellow diners, are covered in color. The green-lipped mercenary holds her stomach but forces a smile. The mercenary grins at everyone down the table, showing off his indigo-stained teeth. He gained a vision of the surface, and a terror. A bell rings. The conscientious mercenary licks his lips and begins carving a squelching, squirming fish. The sallow philosopher performs the gesture of good digestion before forcing down a bite. You carve into your dinner, a fish whose identifying traits have been lost to the layers of pigment caked onto it. As you carve off a bite, its mouth flaps open. Cosmogon dye trickles out. It might be tasty if the meat weren't as chewy as gum, and if you couldn't feel the dyes coloring your intestines. Hopefully you're fond of blue. I am fond of blue, thank you. Partake of Lady Black's chiefest pearls. Festival servers clear your plates and present the night's dessert. The violet dyed organs of bound shark laid across the table with anatomical accuracy. Conscientious mercenary looks at you meaningfully and cups his cheeks, the gesture of plenty. He slices you a lobe of the shark's brain and licks the violent jelly from the blade when done. He considers the eyes carefully before he places one on your plate. He adjusts it to look up at you. Your first bite of the brain, and the taste spread through your mouth like ivy. The eye is no better. It pops in your mouth, bursting into stinking jelly. Do you like sushi?
Sometimes.
Do you know the sushi that has fish roe on top or salmon roe?
Yes.
I really like that sushi, but I really hate when the fish roe gets stuck in your gums and you find it later and you're like, oh no, and then it just goes bleh. That's what I imagine the eye is like, only worse. You got 3 strange catches and a scintillac.
Yeah. And it'll be harder to...
The dwellers of Hideaway don't trust those from the outside. Interesting. Okay. Where do they store their goods? Perhaps they have something to trade. They have fuel, or they...
you can sell fuel.
You can buy strange catches.
They have nothing but strange catches.
Interesting. You can get mutter salt for...
2 muter salt for a sapphires. This is the first place I have seen muter salt.
Yeah, it's pretty rare.
Yeah.
Interesting. This place is
and you can sell candles.
That's actually a pretty good turnaround, I think. They think you buy them in Fall in London for like 20. 10 or 20, something like that.
Yeah, I think it's 20. But either way, we should...
Keep going to
make it to IRM.
Well, as long as we can make it to IRM, then we can go to... Restless Nights. Click on the thing. Pad softly past the hatch to the crew quarters. A man cries out softly in his sleep, desperately. Another. You've lost 1 terror. If we can make it to IRM, we will make it to IRM, but if we can make it to Mount Palmerston, we can get relatively cheap fuel.
Oh yeah, the super cheap fuel. But I don't know if we can make it... IRM's up there.
Not with all these underwater currents. It also doesn't help that we decided to dive underwater at, the farthest east that we could possibly be. Is that a hole in the bottom? Nope, that is actually
No,
something
it's
we
an
could run
island.
into. Okay. Like, the only
We
thing
should
that
go
would
up. I
make me
think that's
feel
the
like
IREM
even more uncomfortable is if there was a
noise.
hole at the bottom of the sea.
It's gotta be somewhere. I think this is the lead. That's IREM right there. We should up.
A diving suit floats past the glass.
That'll happen.
Grogax is like, wait, isn't that what I'm wearing? Is that me? Alright. This is the pillared sea where Irem will lies, has always lain. Have you given a port report for Irem yet?
Carlisle's Haven. I have.
It's fucking hilarious.
Irem's infuriating.
None have ever spoken truthfully of this place. So for anybody that doesn't remember, Irem used to be a city, supposedly, in the Rub al Khali Desert in the Sinai Peninsula in the Middle East. It was Atlantis of the Sands. And if it ever existed, it disappeared. In fact, Uncharted 3 is all about finding it. This is a place that is obviously based on that, but not quite. Irem...
I didn't know that.
Irem, the pillared city. She will rise from the sea and the ice like dawn. She will be garlanded with red and decked with gold. The seventh serpent will watch you longingly from its high pedestal. You will always arrive as a stranger, but when you leave, some part of you will always remain. You will record what you will have seen.
I can't.
When you will sit down to write the report, you will recall that it was written already. Who wrote it? The report records that it was already written when it was found. Who found it? The report describes another report, which will indicate the name of the finder. Where is the other report? There is a footnote which describes when you will record its location. When will that be? When all is well and all manner of thing is well.
All manner of thing as well.
Oh boy.
Ah, yeah, you need coffee.
We sold our coffee!
Yep.
Damn. Oh.
But yeah, we can...
A phantasmal...
You can also sell coffee for parabola linen.
Interesting.
You can also sell a phantasmal encounter, 189.
Mountain's Herd is the thing that summons...
Yeah, the mountain sherd.
That will summon Mount Nomad, I believe.
Yep.
What else are they selling here? Or buying here, I should say. Lamentable Relics, which they sell for a secret.
No, you can buy Lamentable Relics for a secret.
That's actually not bad.
Yeah.
An Ambiguous Eelith, Watchful Curio. They sell the Soothing Cooper long boxes. Buy one of those.
3 secrets.
Buy one. Okay.
You can also buy a Judgment's Egg for 10 secrets.
Is this a soul? Look at it again.
Oh, yeah.
It's pale and bright. Souls like this, they say, are the spores of strange gods.
You can also buy a bale of parabola linen for 50 fragments.
That's actually not a bad price.
Yeah.
Considering they sell for 60.
Mm-hmm.
You can always get more fragments. What else did they say?
Judgment's Egg you also get from sailing to the south.
Yes.
And completing a really difficult challenge.
So, for anybody that's curious, you can sail off the map in all 4 cardinal directions. You just have to find out how. East is the last one that you do, but if you go south, if you succeed, you have 1 hull and 1 crew left.
Yep.
So
one crew and a Judgment's Egg.
And if you have to navigate a river where if you bump the side, you die.
Yep. And then you have to make it back to London in order to repair your ship. With 1 crew and 1 hull.
Yep.
Which means you can only go at 1 speed.
Threshold. None sail east from Irem. This shop is for those who sail east from Irem. What do they sell? You can sell an Element of Dawn for 25 supplies and a Captivating Treasure for 50 fuel.
Ridiculously not worth it.
Yeah.
But the Captivating Treasure might be because it's 50 fuel for essentially 2,000 echoes.
Yeah. I think we can get by with the fuel that we have, although if you wanted to make sure, you could buy 2. Probably.
Yeah, I want to buy 2.
And then what's Wind Come Calling?
So you can sell a Dread Surmise for 10 Searing Enigmas, which is technically a profit from anywhere that you can get Dread Surmises from.
Yep.
But
you could sell our extra.
Technically,
you could sell our extra extraordinary implication for 222 echoes.
Yeah, we might as well. He's
and then
not going to be using it.
And then scroll down, buy secrets. Yeah,
yeah, you can buy secrets for 999 echoes.
Which, considering
or you can sell them for nothing.
Considering that you can sell secrets here to get other stuff that's pretty rare, it's kind of useful.
Yeah. You can also use secrets for stats and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is also the easiest place I've seen to get Searing Enigmas. They're expensive, but 5 extraordinary implications, but...
Yeah.
We should buy some Z stories.
Okay. Oh yeah, we should.
We had 9 Tales of Terror.
But
yeah, you can buy all of the various different kinds of...
story
thingamajiggers.
So, when I say that nobody sails east, it's because if you try to sail east, you die. Straight up. Anybody that tries to sail east dies. There is a hidden... what the hell are they called?
Memoir?
Not memoir. Hidden
ambition.
A hidden ambition to actually find a way to sail east. And this is a bit of a spoiler alert, but not really, because it's all about the journey. The only way that you can do that is by essentially becoming the equal of a god. So that the god that rules in the east welcomes you instead of killing you. It's messed up, and that's why you have to be able to go north, west, and south off the map to be able to do that. That's the immortality ambition.
Have to get all this. The immortality ambition is underwater.
Or sorry, that's not the immortality ambition. That's the legendary ambition or something like that.
Yeah.
All right. Next time on Character Select, we will go back to London, I guess. Taking kind of the long way, but this might be the last trip out that we make. So we only died the one time, and we'll see what's underwater on our way back, because that seems interesting to me. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it, and Gardeford.
Woo!
I don't like underwater.
Yeah, the immortality thing is like these 7 city people just decided that, hey, maybe people just shouldn't die.
That's fine.
And
that's okay.
And then that's why underwaterness is banned, essentially. And the lady who gives you the submarine asks you to find her husband who is underwater, which is the current stage I'm on.
Interesting.
And I have found where he is. He was at the first place I went to underwater, right next to what's-a-majiggets, but I haven't made it there.
Interesting.
I did, however. Wait, where are you planning on sending us right now?
Back to London, probably?
Yeah. We gotta stop at, if we see it, the lighthouse.